80 years.
Wow. So, Jen, oh, look at these beautiful fabrics.
I want to buy a store or a diner.
And do what with it? Just run it?
Run it.
Okay.
and remodel one of the closets into my home in my house.
If you file for bankruptcy twice and then get bought out by private equity, you could end up in the JOANN Fabric situation.
We got the whole sewing circle together for this one. I think this one hurts.
It's sad.
I hate when we do these episodes where it's like, oh, Walmart's closing, Party City's closing, because I'm scared I'm never going to see it ever again.
They filed for bankruptcy twice in the past year, and they're closing 800 stores, and they're selling it all off. And do you know how long this store has been open for? 80 years.
80 years? I was going to say...
Are they going to sell Crumble? I love Crumble.
Yeah, Crumble is the only thing that's not going anywhere.
Oh my God.
Was there an actual JOANN 80 years ago that established, or is it just the name?
Was it? The men who owned it, it was their two daughters' names, right?
This is, of course, our home plaza where we've shot many things. And this is another original to this construction store from 1992. It was a first tenant.
The first time we came here for a Junt's cart, we brought my mom to make a costume for the one-year-old in 2018 for a Minnie Mouse. And we made a comment at the time. We were like, hey, they're still here.
They're still here.
Yeah.
You know? There's still, I know of multiple locations.
If you're on Etsy, if you do crafting, where else are you gonna go?
I don't know where you could go other than Walmart has a small fabric section in their store, but other than that, you'd have to go online.
There's a Hobby Lobby.
What about Michael's?
Michael's too. Michael said they're upping their fabric selection as a result.
Is there really no way to save a JOANN when it's been around for 80 years and people need it?
It's private equity.
A decade ago, it had record profits.
Yeah, somebody bought it out.
and
Merged, and the debt piled up. You know, it's not a sales problem, it's a debt problem.
You guys do not know how cold it is right now. It is freezing. I don't think we'll be able to get a shot where I'm not gyrating from the freezing cold.
You know what? Let's wrap you in this blanket.
Oh, you brought a project.
Can I keep that blanket?
Well, yes, it's yours.
It's yours.
Nana made you that quilt when you were in Mom's belly.
I remember when I was one.
Do you?
I remember.
I really don't.
Oh, you can actually get a shopping cart here. I didn't realize that. Do you want a JOANN basket, John?
I do want a JOANN basket. I have a collection now.
To put your vitamins in?
You know, the first thought that came to my mind, because I'm such an old man, I take a lot of vitamins and supplements. I could put all my vitamins and supplements in here.
This could be your medication basket.
Yeah, exactly. They're getting old, Frank. I've got a lot of vitamins, so this might be a better size. All my vitamins didn't fit in the party size.
Is that right?
Devotees will notice that this is the shirt that I made for the marathon episode. I stayed up all night the night before just so it would be ready.
Did you buy the stuff from here?
Yeah, that's why I wore it.
How are you feeling about the closing of the JOANN Fabrics?
I went a couple times and I literally almost broke down in the middle of the store because it's such a staple. I mean, for years when I was younger, I used to have huge costume parties in the middle of the summer, and so I learned how to use a sewing machine, and JOANN, specifically this JOANN's, was always right there with everything.
Yeah, nice and handy. You just run up the street, get it.
Although, you know, Nina was pointing out at one time, this was kind of like the Barnes and Noble of crafts, where it was putting out a lot of smaller businesses and it was kind of hated. Mom and pop.
Can I just say, I actually love these fleeces.
And there's a 2-yard minimum.
Like you gotta buy
So
it.
you gotta buy it.
Well, I
You
mean,
can't just
2 yards is going to cost you, what, $7? You
With
know?
tariffs.
I love this is anti-pill fleece. It's really nice.
Well, if you'd like something made, John, you have a team right here.
80% off. That is really.
Yeah, it's really good.
Any projects coming up?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't just buy it to buy
Have it.
See, I've been debating that, thinking about, like, for all future projects, if I ever want to make another puppet, I better buy now while they're getting this good one, nice and cheap.
My grandmother, her mom, used to have like a sewing room. I think you probably have something along these lines.
I mean, I have a craft space.
Where it was just a disaster of cloth
Yep.
and this project and that project. Like I always thought it was so cool, just like the chaos of like a craft room. If
I'm sending you pictures of when I'm in the middle of a project. My living room just turns into a war zone.
So it's the day before the shoot, and I'm out doing some last minute shopping, and this is my life right now. I'm full to the brim.
He's going downtown with the fleeces. Look at this. You seeing this, Mom?
Give it a feel. This is anti-pill fleece. This is like $18 a yard.
But what would you do with it?
Like a blanket.
Oh, yeah.
Something very simple, and maybe just hem the edges.
Yeah, I don't think they even fray. For the quilts, I used to like to buy the pre-cut squares, which had a whole section.
Recently, a fan sent us a cross stitch of one of our posters, and it took her 1.5 years, an hour a day, to make these. It was insane.
I bet it's beautiful.
It is really nice.
I'm pretty sure I gave myself RSI in one of my fingers doing it at points, just because it's like the same motion.
Still have so much stuff left. This is time to do Christmas shopping too, because everything's going to go up for Christmas for sure with the tariffs in place.
I was like, I should buy her a t-shirt of every color because it always sneaks up on me like the school spirit days, and they're like, send her in red, and I'm like, I don't have anything red.
Actually, a good idea.
I do actually like shirts that are just plain white, plain red, plain blue.
You like that?
I don't really like those ones that have like unicorns on them or like leprechauns.
All that crap.
I saw some googly eyes. I love googly eyes.
Like slapping large googly eyes on things that.
Oh, I love doing that. Have you seen the fridge? Of course.
Yes.
That's the giant googly eyes.
You know, I'm gonna really miss it during Halloween time. Actually,
Well, Halloween is the tough time for all of us because we like to make a costume.
it's like every Halloween I remember that Joanne died. Whenever I feel that chill in the air.
Police gloves. 60% off. 70% off.
One time they said, Senator, get an orange, it's a spirit day. And they didn't even tell me what spirit day it was.
Sweatshirts I have.
But then some aisles, you know, totally anti-slide liners. $3 each.
I don't know that I need any, but you know what I might need? Bra accessories.
Ah, yes.
Oh, notions.
They had a section specifically for cooking, and there were sprinkles. And I always thought it was kind of weird that Joann's would have.
It sort of makes sense because there's like a craft element
Crafty,
to cooking.
but Joann's Fabrics.
Festive, like orange sprinkles for your Halloween cupcake.
Maybe.
But what about the patterns?
Oh, the patterns, yeah. I
they all
wonder if
gone?
they're over there.
That's one of the things like I specifically remember about coming here when I was 12. Just sitting at the desk and looking at all the pattern books.
I said it at the time, but my mom would use the patterns to create an amalgamation of concepts to create her costume.
Yep.
Something that's accommodating for the person's size, that doesn't look prefabbed.
Yeah.
Now this is a fixture.
It would be amazing for storing stuff in the computer lab.
Yeah, your lab,
Yeah,
for
but all
sure.
your computer lab stuff is too tiny to fit right through.
That's a good point, actually.
A lot of little nuts and bolts and
Oh, pattern cabinets. Could I buy the pattern cabinet?
Do you want to buy the pattern
all your
cabinets?
patterns. Jonathan, let's play a game. Tell me when to stop.
Right there.
Tell me when to stop.
Right there.
Tell me when to stop.
Right there.
Your fortune is?
Some 90s women's fashion.
Make it for me, Ma. Make a smart pantsuit for me in a man's style.
It's like the things I used to make, the little stuffed animal, like the long-eared bunnies.
This shelf is $60. This is like, I mean, I know it's from 92 or so. You can tell by the age of the
I think
box.
your computer lab has kind of weak storage units.
It does.
And
they fell. They fell and there was a great crash. And a couple items were sadly lost. What a value for a U-boat.
$100 for a U-boat?
Yeah.
Aren't those the ones that were used in World War II?
I was just thinking that.
I'm gonna back up a little and look at the fixtures.
$40. If I had a truck, I would get one of those rolling carts.
Give my dad a project. Get this to John's house.
Oh, no, maybe. Yeah, it does. They totally come apart.
Oh.
Wow, they're really nicely designed.
This is like a fixture sale. Look, there's this. Look at this sort of robust wooden stuff.
This was some really tough 80s wood.
You could buy it all and start a new Joann.
Oh, John, you could buy a rolling ladder.
That's a hell of a value.
Wasn't there a scene in Beauty and the Beast where she's on the ladder?
Yeah, exactly. He was like, I don't read any of this stuff. He's like, do you like any of this? I've never wanted it.
That used to be where a lot of the quilting supplies used to be. Matching things that you could make your quilts out of, but that's all sold out.
Maybe the quilt stuff goes quick because people do.
Yeah, I think people do quilts.
Yeah, some of that Minnie Mouse pattern.
Yeah, kind of. But yeah, there's most of that's gone.
I wonder if any of the fake furs are left.
I mean, I don't think there's a lot of demand for fake fur.
Oh, see, you got John thinking about more fixtures. It was many thousands of jobs. Mostly, it was 80% were part-time, but many jobs.
Yeah, I bet a lot of people lost their jobs.
You back to the flannels?
I'm in the prints aisle now because they're adorable, like this Grogu fleece.
You know what? I thought it was the Toy Story alien at first.
Like a Lilo and Stitch. This is like very 90s.
Somebody should make a Lilo and cross stitch. Snoopy.
I've made baby things out of this. It's very soft, lovey.
That's adorable.
That was for Luke too. A diaper cake, which came.
Oh,
the
yeah.
crafts all came here.
I remember that. So the little crocodile was made out of something like this.
And so was this little elephant.
Love it.
That usually is expensive. It's 80% off.
You just need a baby.
You just need a baby. Eddie Bauer.
Eddie Bauer?
The outerwear I'm wearing right now.
That's funny.
Yeah, they have a whole bunch of Eddie Bauer fabrics.
So you're doing this.
I'm gonna do it.
This wooden type of stuff is $40. This whole thing is $40.
Wow, the whole thing.
My eyes always are attracted to shiny things. I'm like a parrot. Would you make a prom dress someday for your granddaughter?
I don't know, but wow, I'm thinking wedding gown too. This is beautiful. And that's going to be something that people are having to pay a lot of money right now for, is wedding gowns. I saw that in the news.
And in the summertime, I work a lot at really high-end weddings, and I'm always kind of like fascinated by all of the. There's a lot of tuxedos and a lot of gowns and a lot of like really fancy, sparkly things.
My grandmother made my mother and her twin sister, my aunt, both their wedding gowns, and they had a twin wedding.
There's something about wearing a garment that you made or your mom or your grandma.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Way more special.
They were beautiful. I mean, the pictures were just gorgeous.
Well, it's the half off deal. I mean, it's even better. You buy the whole bolt, you get 50% off.
Yeah.
really?
So he's buying like a.
So it's $1.50 a yard for that fleece fabric.
He's buying boat loads of flannel.
I might get the Snoopy one. Today only.
How can that be? They printed that this morning?
If I was ever upset about something and I was at a JOANN, I would just walk down the aisle and feel the different textures. And it's like a sensory thing that
put you in a different mood.
Yeah.
By the way, these kind of fixtures might be better for you because they're a little bit thinner on the.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, here's the fabric borders, the little quilting.
Oh, for quilting.
Squares.
I think I could move this in my car. It's like really good quality.
It's got that Ann and Hope feel.
Gift wrap for Christmas is 90% off.
Wow.
Then we decided to make our own magic quest in the house.
Oh, that's an awesome
Like,
idea.
gems and a crystal ball, and we got a little journal so I can write down.
So then we can do like a scavenger hunt in the house with magic stuff. That's a fun
You can
idea.
make magic spells in it?
Nina, do you know it's 90% off gift wrap?
Look, I'm still trying to figure out how to fit a certain
Fixture?
rack fixture in my car.
Which one do you like?
The 5-row $60 one on wheels.
But did you see the $150 ladder, movable ladder?
She did. She wanted it.
You could have beautiful racks for $60, or you could have flimsy card for $44. That's half off.
And Gloria, you can never have enough Scotch
I
tape.
know, I was going to say Gloria.
Excuse me.
40% off.
Oh,
Got some Scotch tape.
I see that Nina is going to town.
Where am I going to get cute little projects for Cub Scouts? Like little easels.
True. We do Cub Scouts and we got to come up with stuff every week.
Well, this is a good place to get it now.
I've got a little teeny container.
I mean, I'm so overwhelmed with all the sales that I don't know what to do. I don't know if I have to rethink it, go home, and come back. I'm deeply sad. Where
And that's
will
how I
I
got this
go?
shirt.
This will be a sad day when this is gone.
And much the way that Toys R Us closing. It's like, well, there goes a toy store. They got weird candies. Choco maker. Oh, well, the idea is these are like melts that you would make some kind of craft with.
Yeah.
Do you remember a couple of years ago for the Christmas party? My dessert was a little present with a green bow.
Is that what it was?
You know what? My wife loves a good way to store things, but there's a secondary problem. You store things well, and you forget you have them.
That's for sure. You're like,
Yeah.
oh my
So
gosh.
you don't want to store them too well.
Do you respond visually to like a bold print? Because I will light up with bold prints.
I like a bold print.
Does Dad like burning a scented candle? I don't get that.
Afraid of fire.
That's right. Yeah.
Close your eyes. I think it's pretty obvious.
Apricot,
Close.
mango.
Can I try? Yeah, peach.
Yeah.
I got it after.
What do we have here?
We have 5 tier, and I'm gonna get it.
You're going home with it today.
I'm going on with it today. I think I can get it in the car. Plus the sign holder, so I could put in my own custom.
I do
sign.
love that.
I mean, it's so nice. It's so much.
That'd be a good
money.
episode of Peter Smith. Is just like talk about some of the things you have as you store them.
Yes, it's nice, fine. It's not gonna stuff's not gonna fall through like
Yeah.
the other ones. I like those other ones, but this I can transport.
Does Nina know you're buying this?
I don't think she does.
I'm super jealous.
They have one more in this exact
I
size.
don't think it'll fit in Frankie's car.
But Nina, the beauty is it comes apart.
Oh, okay. The other one. I have that picnic table in the basement that's just stacked high of Gloria's toys. I'd rather not have a giant picnic table. I'd rather stack her toys in that.
I'd rather have a Joann's fixture from the 90s.
John's the one who gets me. And your mom gets me too. That's why.
I'm the black sheep of the sewing circle. How about some fall junk?
Look, if I was gonna buy fall junk, if I was gonna buy this, I would buy the fleece with the exact same pattern.
Yeah. Do they have that?
They do.
I'll tell you, this does nothing. Ew. I don't even like the way it feels.
I feel like I got sensory problems again.
Yeah, like I was expecting cloth, and then I
Yes.
got some kind of foam.
Even this one's unpleasant.
Yeah, Yeah.
Ooh, a chime. Kind of not sounding that great.
I'm not really enjoying the sound that it makes.
Can you imagine all day long you're the house? Ding dong, everybody.
It's got two notes that are super like close and dissonant, which is not my thing.
So what the hell is this?
It's a 5-tier display rack.
Or we don't have a pantry, so I keep like my extra stuff in the basement. I could do canned goods.
Yes.
I could do.
Perfect for that.
Ribbon. You know, you actually do. You are a purchaser of ribbons, or you have been.
The huge wreath that ended up at John's house. I was looking for the perfect huge wreath.
These no-self leaf kits, but normally $39.99, 60% off, $16 each. Not a bad price, but they're so much smaller and so much lower quality than my $10 bolt of fleece, 7 yards.
You'll have to buy more racks for the blankets. That's all.
Big ass numbers.
But which number is it?
Okay, that could be a 9. Oh, a little crane. I kind of like this.
I have this irrational fear that now that they're closing, I won't learn to do things that are on my to-do list. Like, I'm like, I want to cross stitch and I want to knit
You want to cross stitch?
and I want to quilt. Yeah,
Wow.
like I want to
I didn't
learn
know
to do
that.
these things. I know, I'm like, oh, I'll have to like go online and order it and make like a time investment versus going to the store and like asking other women who know how to do it. Just your mom, she's the only one, and she doesn't know how to. I don't know how to
Knit, cross stitch, or knit or crochet, but I can sew.
We're gonna sew and quilt together.
80 years.
But look at these beautiful fabrics. They're outdoor canvases, which are normally like $23 a yard.
What would you do with these?
I have no idea.
You ever make a pillowcase, Mom, or a pillow?
I don't think so.
My mother used to make pillows. She loved making quilted pillows. She'd do like the quilting on them and just make a little pillow. We still have a bunch of them.
You get a JOANN branded sewing machine. Some weird 30% off candy. Have you vanished back into the flannels?
I might get this. It's a heavyweight. It's a luxe fleece. It's not in the most exciting of colors, but it's the only bolt I see. Oh, I kind of like it. It's real Frankie. It's so soft.
Let me feel.
So
It's nice.
Does this sound bother you too?
The whole video is going to have your falling gems all over it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to make a blanket out of that one, I think, and then this one I'm going to make a jacket out of. I love the material. A handy list they've placed here for places you can go for fabric, yarn,
Oh,
the website.
that is actually
nice?
kind of helpful.
That's nice.
Look how much fabric one man can get.
It's $15.
It's outrageous.
I just paid for this like 2 weeks ago.
It's an unprecedentedly low price.
John's coming through with his wide load.
She's getting me a cart.
Can we put that $15 fabric in a cart for you, sir? Here, while you guys are checking out, do you want to talk about this at all?
I made this for Gloria when she was
Wait, what? Does this outfit look like a Coraline outfit?
It's supposed to be like all those like children's designs.
Minnie Mouse.
And every piece of fabric came from this very store.
Very
Just
good.
reminiscing about how we bought all this fabric here, and I know it's going.
It's really cute. It's really cute.
We're just remembering JOANN's before it goes.
I know.
It is definitely the saddest one. Definitely.
Are you sure it's the saddest one? Party City was pretty sad.
Really?
I felt really bad, actually.
What about Big Lots? I don't think anybody cried about the end of Big Lots.
Big Lots, I know why they shut it down. It was not a good store.
The inventory is so boring. I'm so bored.
The Christmas plays in this one.
Are you saying bye to everything?
I'm attempting to optimize. My fabric was so discounted. It's
Criminal?
criminal. It was like saved $300 something.
He saved $300 something on. That's the kind of sale this dude's looking for. What are you looking at?
Anything for 60% off. I will examine any item which is 60% off. $250 was what I saved on the fabric. So it was $26 in the end.
You feeling good?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's a fabric deal of a lifetime.
Did you buy it?
I spent $75 on the stuff in here, and then I only spent $65 on the basket and the fixture.
This is probably the first time this fixture has been out of the store since the 90s.
In 80 years.
When Joanne herself wheeled them in.
So are you guys gonna come back to JOANN's at some point?
I'm gonna come back and try to buy one more of these.
I'm gonna come by after work on Monday when you're not with me making those eyes.
Are you gonna come back to JOANN?
Maybe I'll get one of these.
I am comforted that there's someone else that is also emotional. I was literally getting a little emotional in the store last time.
He's emotional.
And I'm glad that there are other people that also recognize.
Okay, to the car.
To the car.
Slow it down. Slow it down.
There's a little yarn and fabric all stuck in the wheels of this 80-year-old fixture.
80 years old. Do you love it?
I love it.
We're back to have a very rare Nina John adventure in which I get another storage rack and Nina helps me bring it to my house. I am very pleased with the first one, and now I'm very excited to get one more. You got one more too, right?
Yeah, so Frankie and I came back. We were literally here an hour ago. And I got one that had like a flat back to it. And when Frankie said you were thinking about a second one, I was like, I will be John.
This is awesome. We're gonna make it happen, Nina.
We're testing them to try to find the best one now.
Yes, I think this is gonna be the one. This is the one, Nina. 74, 38.